management is kind of like the center of the wheel. We're kind of, and all the pieces of the advertising process, your creative team, your strategy team, you know, your website teams, your production teams are kind of the outside of it. And at the center is kind of account management with your client. So our jobs are just really to make sure that we're moving everything forward and making sure that we're really collaborating with our clients and making sure that, you know, what we give them is the top thing. And we work with all these wonderful people at Gray to really output some of the best creative work that you see on TV, that you see online, which is really awesome.
David, pay attention.
Do you guys have any questions about that? It's kind of cool. It's kind of thinking about you get to really see everything, and you get to touch everything, and you get a chance to really get exposure to kind of all the different parts. So I know for me, you know, my brain likes to be everywhere. Someone that kind of has that background, it's a really good opportunity to really multitask and think about things and be creative and, you know, be a business person, be strategic all at the same time.
David, come sit next to me, sweetie. Come over here, babe.
Cool. I guess so. Who watches TV here? Cool. Okay. So Hulu hasn't taken over your world yet. What is like some of the favorite commercials you guys have seen recently? Go. Come on. You first.
Mario Kart 7.
Mario Kart 7. That's a cool commercial you saw. What did you like about it?
That there could be, you can fly with a thing on the cart and it makes you glide.
Cool. So that's like a video game, right? Yeah. Nice. What about anything that you guys see like on TV that's like a commercial? So like you're watching, you know, your SpongeBob, and then, you know, you have that commercial that comes up. Is there? Sure.
The VI Pooh commercial.
Okay.
It makes me laugh.
Okay.
It's really funny, and I feel like sometimes I may want to just grab it off the screen.
Right. It makes you really want it. Like connects with you on like kind of like an emotional level. Cool. How about you? YouTube Red? Okay, cool. What do you like about that one?
I like YouTube.
Really? Cool. That's interesting. Anyone else? Sure.
My favorite commercial is when they go on the radio. My favorite commercial is the one on the radio when they talk about people, and when they talk about people, and I like when they talk about people because it's nice talking about people.
Yeah, so it's kind of like it's connecting with you on like a kind of like a deeper level. It makes you feel happy or sad, or it gets you to feel something about it. Sure.
My favorite is the Nintendo Switch commercial.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. What do you guys like about the Nintendo Switch commercial?
Because like you can play different games that you can play on like the 3DS.
Got it. Cool. Anyone else have a favorite commercial or something they like? Really? That's awesome. You're gonna have to share it with me. Okay.
Nintendo Switch.
Cool.
I got one.
Sure. What's your
The
favorite?
Gecko commercial.
The Gecko commercial?
Yeah, it's really fun. It entertains you,
Yeah.
and at the same time, you're learning about insurance.
Right.
So it's fun.
Gecko?
Sure.
Got-
Cool. Sure. Do you have a?
We were discussing about jingles the other day, and
Yeah.
there's a jingle that stuck in our heads for a very long time. Do you remember which jingle that was?
Oh my god.
What was it?
Oh my god.
187.
Yeah. Right?
They were singing that, and Selena and Barnes, the lawyers, for like 2 weeks. They were singing that earworm, you know. And then they said, "Donate your kid today."
Awesome. Well, so it seems like kind of from where all you're saying, you know, the reasons you guys like these ads is because they're kind of connecting with you on an emotional level. So I think this quote that Leo Burnett once said, like, about what is advertising, like, what is good advertising? Advertising is the ability to kind of understand, to sense, interpret, to kind of put the very heart of your business. So if it's your Nintendo, or like what, you know, the happiness that you get from this, and kind of really giving a personality to that, and put it into the type, paper, and ink. So obviously when he wrote this, there was only, you know, print and TV, but it's gone so much farther than that, and your ability to kind of take those emotional, you know, thoughts and turn them into kind of everything is what really makes a good advertising. Cool. And the one, so I work on the Canon account. So who knows what a Canon camera is? Cool. So it's like your DSLR camera, but they also have printers. They also can have a lot of medical technology. So one of my favorite Canon spots that I think really connects with me on an emotional level is this one that I'm gonna share with you guys.
What will you imagine with the new EOS Rebel T4i from Canon?
So this is a Canon commercial that we actually created here at Gray a few years ago, which is pretty cool. Cool. So, you know, that's kind of an example of something that, you know, the Canon team has created here at Gray. So it's kind of an interesting example of something that's emotionally tying, and it helps you to, you know, think about Canon in a different kind of creative way. Cool. And then Debbie's going to actually walk you guys through Print Studio a little bit later, but, you know, this is kind of one of the cool print executions that we did that appeared in a few magazines. So kind of taking something that seems pretty simple, a printer, who knew printers could be fun, and kind of taking it and putting a really cool creative spin on that. So Debbie's going to walk you through kind of like how that process goes. She's going to walk you through a pretty cool print studio that we have here and how they put that all together. So we're excited about that. We're going to play a little bit of game. Who wants to play a game?
Yay!
Okay, so you guys ever seen that Sporkle quiz that's like, name that logo? Who's played that game before? You played that game? Alright, cool. That's good. So we're going to have little candy prizes too for whoever gets this, but don't shout it out. I'm going to call on one person and I'm going to pick you, okay? So the first person who gets it right is going to get a piece of candy, okay? Cool. Who's ready? Cool. Alright, what logo is this? Okay, you.
Target.
Cool. What kind of candy? You want Twix, Milky Way?
Twix.
Oh.
Whoa, Tina.
That's gonna play over there.
Yeah.
Alright, who's ready for the next one? Alright, hands down.
3.
3, 2, 1,
Oh.
go. Okay. You.
On the shoe.
Yeah, you said it Nike. You got it. Which kind? Do you want Milky Way or Twix? What'd you say? Milky Way. Okay.
Whoa. Good job.
All right, I got one more. You guys ready? 3, 2, 1.
Ah.
All right. You. Yeah. Good job, guys.
Good job, Samantha.
She should have gotten an apple instead.
That would've been good. Cool. So I mean, effective advertising is able to help you recall that brand. These are all beautiful brand designs that these companies have created. So thank you guys so much. That's my little spiel for you guys.
Thank you. Round of applause, please.
talk to you guys about something a little bit different. I'm going to talk to you about how I got here and then what I do. So, when I was your age, I had no idea what I wanted to be. Does anyone here know what they want to be when they grow up? What about you? What do you want to be? What time? What do you A what? A heart surgeon. Whoa, that's much more important than what I do. What about you? An actor. That's a good one. What about you?
Neighbor.
A neighbor.
It's my mom's job. She helps elderly who are being abused.
All right, that's very, very nice. Cool. Well, when I was your age, I loved to draw, and that's all I knew. I just wanted to draw, I just wanted to do art, and nothing else. And then as I got older, my parents said, "Oh, hell no, you are not going to be an artist. There's no way," right? So they sent me to college, and in college I did a lot of internships, and internships are kind of a little bit like what you guys are doing today, just going to different offices, trying to figure out what kind of interests you, right? So for me, it was advertising. I realized that I can take sort of my love for art, for creative things, and apply that to businesses, to problems, to real world problems, to use a creative sort of way to solve a problem. And I'll walk you how we can do that. So let's say that your best friend wants to sell lemonade, right? So the first part of my job, I have to be curious. So what are the kind of questions you think you might ask your best friend if she wants to sell lemonade? What would you ask her?
Why would you like to sell lemonade?
Yeah, why would you like to sell lemonade? Why not Coca-Cola? What would you ask her?
How much would you get paid?
Yeah, how much you want to get paid? So, yeah, what would you ask?
What would it taste like?
Yeah, what would it taste like? Would it be just lemonade? Would you put a little mint into it, a little cinnamon, right? Those are all excellent questions, and that's my job. So when we have a client that comes here and says, I need to sell lemonade, I have to ask them all of those questions. I need to ask them why, I need to ask them for how much, and et cetera, right? So that's number one. Number two, so we have to think about people. So would you sell lemonade to someone who's allergic to lemons?
No.
What about if it's a really hot day? Is that a good time to sell lemonade?
Yeah.
Yeah, right? So we want to understand what people are feeling. So when is a good time to sell lemonade, right? When is it a bad time? What do you think?
I think when it's a bad time to sell lemonade, maybe when it's cold,
Yeah,
and you have to give lemonade on a hot day and not a cold day.
completely agree. On a cold day, maybe you want to sell tea, right? What else would you want to sell on a cold day? What do you think?
Hot chocolate.
Hot chocolate, that's a great one, right? So you want to think about the people. Who are you selling your product to? So for example, a Nike shoe, right? Who's that targeted to? Who are you trying to sell Nike shoes to? Anyone who's doing what? What do you think?
I'm selling Nike shoes in a mailbox.
Yeah, well, you could sell them anywhere, but are you selling them to someone who's going to a really fancy event? Probably not. But are you selling Nike shoes to someone who wants to play a sport? Probably, yeah, right? Cool. So let's continue with lemonade. So we know that we're going to ask a lot of questions about the lemonade. We're going to ask what kind, we're going to ask how much we're going to sell it for, and we're going to figure out who we're going to sell the lemonade to. But we also might want to think, once we have our lemonade stand set up, we might want to think, well, okay, today we're selling lemonade, but what are we going to sell tomorrow? So today the forecast is hot, but tomorrow the forecast is cold. So tomorrow we might not want to sell lemonade. Tomorrow we might want to warm up the lemonade, sell hot lemonade, or we might want to sell tea, or et cetera, right? So it's my job to always think future forward as well. So I'm thinking about the people, I'm asking all the questions, and I'm also thinking about, well, what's going to happen next? What's going to happen tomorrow? So those are kind of the three things that are part of my job every single day. So if you feel like you're sort of a curious spirit, if you like to ask questions, lots and lots of questions, maybe strategy's right for you in 20 years or so. And pop quiz. So which pop star is the face of Pantene right now? Anyone want to guess? What do you think? Her? Yeah. What's her name?
I don't know.
No. What about a favorite pop star? Does anyone know? Or say your favorite pop star, maybe it's the right one. What do you think?
Come on, girls, you gotta know this one.
Selena Gomez.
Yeah!
Alright.
Good work.
Angel? Was you?
Angel, yeah.
Very good job, man.
Ready
Good.
to catch?
Boys are representing.
Woo! Alright. And I'll pass on to Catherine with that.
Thank you.
Thank you. A round of applause, please.
Thank you.
Hi guys, I'm Catherine. So, can you tell from my voice where I'm from? You put your hand up first, I think.
London.
London is exactly right. Usually people just say England, but it is in fact London. So I started in London. So how did I end up in New York? Well, similar to Maria, I didn't really know what I wanted to do. I actually got to pretty much the end of college, and I still didn't really know what I wanted to do. And I actually bumped into someone